What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rain Knight Gaming. I'm a Rain Knight, and today I've got for you the top tier, the tier 0, the tier limits. This is a deck profile from the person that won our last locals, and I would tell you how good this deck is, but you already know, and he's going to tell you. So I just have two quick notes before we jump right into this deck profile. Don't forget to like, subscribe down below. Tell me what kind of deck profiles you guys would like to see. And two, he did have a quick note that he forgot to mention in his deck profile. He does not play the field spell, doesn't feel like you absolutely need it, and you can save a whole bunch of money by not running it. Yeah, like $300 probably. And I can see why that's a good call. But that's it from me, guys. I'm going to jump right into his deck profile, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
Hey guys, Joel Scon here. I just went 3-0 at Heroes and Games. It's kind of an off week because there's a regional nearby, but we still had 6 people, so it was a good time. I got first playing Ishizu tier with a pretty big bestial package.
Awesome. Let's get into them cards.
Alrighty, so let's start with the tiers here. So obviously ran 3 Shiren, just 2 Rhino Heart. I feel like that makes a lot more sense currently. You don't really need 3 Merly and 3 Havness. So that does it for the tier monsters. Then for the Ishizu cards, just 1 Yugioh, 2 Medora, 3 Kelbeck, and 3 Keldo.
It's a pretty healthy group.
Yeah, this package is great. Being able to shuffle stuff back is really good against just about any deck. And then obviously the mill 5s are just huge in this deck as well when you need them. You don't always trigger the mill 5s, but when you do it, it feels good. And then for the Bestial package, I actually ran 3 of the Bestial Lubellion just for search, and then also you can banish them from the grave if you need to summon your Bestials, just to keep that engine going if you're running into somebody who's not running lights or darks especially. Also, I am running the spells and traps for the Bestials, so you can search them, and then it gives you some extra interaction on your opponent's turn. I also ran 3 Magnamut, because he's a great searcher, especially since I'm running the Lubellion, you can search the Bellion. And then just 2 Druis Worm and 1 Solnir, just for the other names. He's okay because you can send the Speller Traps if you need to get them out of your deck or get access to them, but he's obviously the least important one. And then I did run a full suite of Diviner as well, because Baron's really good. You can go into Baron a couple different ways. You can send Orange Light to make it level 4 and then fuse with a 6, or synchro with a 6, or you can send a 4 and then you can sync with a 4 to get to 10. And then I did also run 3 Herald of Orange Light, which saved me a couple times today. It's just a super good, hand trap when you need it, and you also get to mill 5 usually, depending on what you send. I did also run 1 Night Sword Serpent. This is just for extra rank 4 plays. If you send him, you just get another level 4. So you can go into Abyss Dweller or Cowboy or, whatever you need. Babushka. And then for the traps, I ran 1 Solic, 1 Branded Beast, and 1 Crime. Crime is just ridiculous, this format. You can set up your whole board, and then you can negate stuff like Dark Ruler or Evenly Matched or whatever on your opponent's turn if you need to. I mean, it's just silly that this card exists. And then for the spells, Instant Fusion, Chillaman's Heartbeat, which is great. There was a Runic player, and I was able to get rid of his mind with this, which was awesome. 1 Called By, because, Shifter exists, Branded Regained, and Chillaman's Scream. So that's it for the main deck.
That Called By didn't screw me over at all.
Yeah, right. And then for the extra deck, I was actually running 2 Kit Kalos. I might put this down to 1 just for room, but it is really nice having 2 if one of them gets banished for some reason. So 2 is pretty good ratio. 1 Root Kalos and 1 Kaleido Heart as well. Just, bread and butter of the deck, especially he's really great. And then for the other fusions, Dragostapelia, great super poly target, and then also just great in a lot of matchups. Mud Dragon, and Garura. Also just outstanding card. For a little bit of spice, I didn't actually get to use it today, but I was running one Dark Law because I do have Mask Change 2 on the side. This is just a blowout. If you're running a mirror and they're not expecting it and you get him out at the right time, you can just banish all their stuff. So pretty good card. And then for the links, just running Dark and Splight Elf. Elf's obviously great because you can get back Diviner on your turn, and then you can get back Merly on your opponent's turn for a mill. Just the one Baron for my Synchro plays. And then time 3 Redoer, Cowboy for time, since there's lots of people going to time right now. One Abyss Dweller, obviously, because it's amazing. And then one Beatrice for the Bestials for Foolishing on your turn and your opponent's turn.
Now the spicy side deck.
Yep, and now the spicy side deck. All right, so let's start with the easy stuff. Let's see, so we've got 3 Super Poly. Obviously, it's a great card. I did take it out of the main, but I find myself sliding it in a lot, so I might try to find room for it. And then running 3 Dark Ruler as well, just because, sometimes you need it. And then now getting into the more spicy stuff, I did have 3 Raigeki. There's a lot of people who like to play Flunder here, and this card is just great against Flunder. They set up their board and you can just Raigeki them. It's also worked for me against like Sprite. If they set up a big board, you can, if you have Dark Ruler and Raigeki, for instance, you can just clear their board, which is pretty ridiculous. And then for the other stuff I was running, I just had 1 Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. I did have this at 3, but I took the other 2 out for some other stuff. But this has won me up a couple games. It's pretty good, this format. And then for my last 5 cards, I had Necroworld, Banshee, and Zombie World. And even if you mill this, you can shuffle it back with your Ishizu cards and still get it out with Banshee. So, against Flunder, it's really good, and there are some other matchups. It's pretty good. It's even good in the mirror sometimes because you can turn, everything in the grave into zombies. So
That's just evil.
yeah. And then the last card, obviously, was Mass Change 2 to get into Dark Law, which, self-explanatory, banish all their stuff. So, yep, that's my deck. Shout-outs to Heroes and Games. They're always great running tournaments. Oh, and that's pretty much it. Thanks, guys.
That's it for this video, everybody. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that deck profile as much as that I enjoyed losing to it. This has been Rain Knight Gaming. I'm Rain Knight, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.